Good morning, everyone. How are we doing today? Hope we are doing great. Hope our families are doing well. Today I just want to be grateful for the gift of life, and on this special day, I want to immortalize my dad. Yeah, I know you guys notice I've been off and on these few days, so I just want to use this opportunity to give a tribute to my dad, my lion heart, my lion hero, my warrior, my knight in a shining armor. So I'm going to read my tribute to him so that he will know that he's not just gone from the earth, but his legacy still lives in we the children. You still live in my heart. You're very much alive in me. And I promise that as long as I breathe in this world, every day of my life will be towards, will be dedicated towards ensuring that your legacy continues. So I'm going to try as much as I can not to cry. I'll try. I just want to give you guys the opportunity to know the legends of a lion. This lion happens to be my dad. Ancestrally, we came from a family called Obiago. If you're an Igbo person, Obiago means the heart of a lion family. Okay, so here is a tribute and a little bit biography about my dad. So this tribute is titled The Legends of a Lion, from the year 1953 to the year 2021. Okay, so the Legends of a Lion, in the person of Sir Francis Azuka, Ihezuo, popularly known as Central. Yes, a lot of people call him Central. Central means, they call him Central because he's a kind of man that likes to, he's a kind of person that once he's at anywhere he is, he's like a light that shines forth. They call him Central because wherever he is, he makes a decision to be at the middle of everything that he gets himself involved with. And being at the middle of everything, he's like a light that sparkles, that shines, that brings illumination in anywhere he finds himself. And that's why they call him Central. So he's popularly known as Central. He was born in the year 1953 to the family of late Chief John and Justina Ihezuo in Umezeni in Amadiaba Autonomous Community of Int'l, also local government area in Imo State. He was the only son of his late mom, Mrs. Justina Ihezuo, who came from the Obiago family. Yes, that's where it's coming from. From the Obiago family in the Akamanansa Autonomous Community in also local government Imo State. He was married to Lady Susanna Ezuke of Ufuala in Amadiaba Autonomous Community. So in the sense, he survived by his wife and his 7 children, 4 boys and 3 girls. 7 amazing children. So Sir Francis Ihezuo, I call him Daddy. So Daddy grew up under the supervision of his parents. He was a conductor to various transportation companies in Nigeria. He taught Nigeria a lot. And later he moved to Enugu State, where he started his own internship as an apprentice at Wajaku Bros Trading Company. After which, in the year 1980, he finally moved to Jos Plateau State to start his own business and to raise his own family. Daddy was a devoted Catholic, a member of Knights of St. John International and other prominent associations. When I mean prominent, a lot of prominent associations. Daddy was a kind, loving, disciplined, and caring father and husband and brother and uncle. He's always a man of peace who dislikes dispute. He's a selfless man to the core. He's a counselor, easy to approach, but very disciplined. Trust me on that. He was a man of peace. I remember on a rainy day when I was still a child, when I was still in my primary school, on a rainy day, the flood was too much in the city of Jos, Plateau State. So the moment my dad brought us back from school, we had to highlight from the car. He took us into the compound, and while he was doing that, he noticed that a child was drowning in the flood, and the flood was carrying this child away. So my daddy immediately sent us into the compound and speedily started his car in pursuit of that child, even in the flood and in the wave. Those of you that have been to Jos Plateau State is a nice place to be. When rain falls, ice block falls with it. So you can imagine the flood and the ice block. But Daddy was persistent. He was determined to ensure that he saved the life of that child drowning and moving, as in the child that was drowning and in the flood and was moving away. The flood was carrying him away to the river. So he chased that child till he got to the point where he had to enter the flood himself to capture the child, to chase the child down the gutter to capture him. Yes, that's the kind of man he is. He's very, very selfless. He hardly thinks of himself. He thinks of others than himself. In the family, he's someone that is ready to do whatever it takes for his loved ones, and he doesn't pay attention to himself. Yes, that's the kind of man my father was. Yeah. Daddy was always a jovial man. He can be very, very funny. In fact, he's someone that if he wants to tell you something as an adult to correct you, most times he doesn't go direct if he knows he's going to hurt your feeling. But sometimes when your feeling needs to be hurt, he's going to hurt your feeling irrespective of whatever may come, as long as the message sinks in. But sometimes he uses joke to teach and train us, to address us, to teach us a lot about life. Wow. Yeah, I promise I'm not going to cry because he lives on and his legacy is within me. Okay. My father, my knight in a shining armor, my lion heart, my lion hero. Okay. Daddy is the core of who I am today, the woman I've grown to be, the lady I am today. My father is the core of who I am today. Many people see me as a great lady that have achieved so much, less than 30 years. People don't even believe I'm less than 30 years. But just know that my father is the core of who I am today and who I'll always be. Daddy will always say to me, that's a common advice he gives us. He said, if you're an Igbo, you should know what it means. But let me translate it. It means to be watchful and always pray. Be watchful and always pray. Never you ever forget where you're coming from. That's the advice my dad always gives us. Be watchful. Always pray. Be prayerful. And never ever forget where you're coming from. He made us to make, the way he brought us up, he made us to ensure that we don't forget where we are coming from. He taught me how to work hard for the life I want and for who I want to be. Oh God. My knight in a shining armor. He always said to me and my siblings, never ever look outside outside for comfort, for life comfort. That whatever we want, we should always tell him. He will provide it for us. And we should always look up to God. And also, we should look up to ourselves. We can give ourselves whatever we want. But in a case where we can't, we should look up to him. He is going to provide. And in areas where he can't, we should look up to God. Outside these three, we should look outside these three for life comfort. And that's why that's why I am the woman I am today. Daddy ensured that we never lack anything. He's always ready to discomfort himself just to provide for I and my siblings, to provide for his children. But guess what? His love has no bound. His love wasn't only for his wife and his children. It was extended to families. And surprisingly, even to people that has no blood relation to him. That was the length at which he's just like a hen that opens his wings for a lot of people to take shelter. That's who Daddy was. Daddy was a great businessman. He taught me how to build and run a business at a very young age. My daddy's business rule number 1 is always this. He'll tell you, every customer is right. Whether they insult you, they slap you, they abuse you, whatever negative thing they throw at you, that they are right. But your interest should to ensure that the money in their hand that they came to you with, you collect it. They don't go back with the money. Yeah, that was Daddy for you. Daddy slept in the Lord on Sunday afternoon, 10th of October, 2021. Rest on. No. Live on. Live on, our lion warrior. Live on, our lion hero. Live on, my lion heart, till we meet to part no more. I mean my humble self, Eminent, Augusta, Ihezuo, the lioness of the legends of the lion, Sir Francis, Azuka, Ihezuo.